player this one is. So here comes some substitutions. So front Dulay averaging around 2.3 makes from 3 per game. Mir Teruel inside. Mir Teruel able to sneak it in, and I can also say that for myself. Another leading scorer, leading 3-point maker for the CP War squad. Mir Teruel tied with Justin Mauricio with 2 threes made per game. So you just can't leave him with the space. But on the inside, look at that one coming from Martial. Screen going inside. Floater will not go. Rebound. On the run. And backing down. There will be an offensive foul on Romano Santos. And also we'll have a timeout here from your EP Warriors. Currently 31-14, a 17-point lead. Something that they did not expect. As the lead inflates even further, we'll be right back after the break. (31-14) here. EP Warriors currently down by 17 as we begin and continue on the second quarter. Less than 4 minutes to go. Here comes that pull-up jumper. Will be missed by Jovic Sosito. As here is Ramos. Gonna be defended here by Arcadio. Robbie. Arcadio up against Ramos. Ramos will pass it to Santos. Santos to the left. Back here to Romano. Santos fakes that pass. Santos will go to the left. Kicks it out. Sofronio. Dulay. And the pass to Noel Ramos down on the inside. Too much passing on this play. Should have taken that shot instead. More than 1.4 seconds remaining. Let's see how this one will go. As coming up next, you'll want to stay tuned to this matchup. IBP Bulacan Toreros facing up against your PAO Manila Defenders. As your first 2 games, a bit the heavy Titans already battling it out. And here comes that difficult layup converted by Alan Cladera. As 5 points out for Alan Cladera. Timeout for Legiteam DOJ. 31-16, a 15-point lead. We'll be right back. Back to game now here, 31-16, less than 3 minutes left here on the clock. Ramos, bounce pass to the right side, going in. Romulo, oh look, pass, should have been, I think that was meant for a lob between him and Martinez, but did not work out. Or rather, not Martinez, but Santos. As here is Jovic Sosito, gains some separation, throws it up, will not go. Rebound. Now the pass here to Romano. Santos going inside. Romano. Pass out. Turnover. Jovic Sosito. That will be a steal. Di Maculangan just floats it up. No good for Di Maculangan. Rebound here. Secured by Romano. Santos pass. And the shot is in for Ramos. Jose Ramos once again, 5 points out for Jose Ramos, still perfect in the field. And the turnover, here goes that steal. Going inside, throwing it up, no good. Romulo down low and one. That one is good for Rafael Romulo. Bonus free throw coming up here for Romulo. To 16 now. Pass and gives it out again to Sosito. Sosito to the left. Hands it off to Jovic. Sosito. And down low, Cladera. And there will be a whistle. Foul on number 19. This basket will not count. $14 seconds. To the left, gives it here now to the corner. And there will be a holding foul. Minute and one here as Jovic Sosito called for a foul. First free throw. Second half for Sosito coming up. And no good for Jovic. Last touch now on your EP Warriors. So we'll go back to Legiteam. Team. Yes, pass to the right. Long range. Jumper. No good. Tamano rebound. Sosito. Now with it. And the whistle. Seconds here left on the shot clock. Rather 35.9 seconds left here in the quarter as Cladera heads to the line here. The first, no good for Cladera. And offensive woes right now for your EP Warriors. They just cannot buy a basket. Second, no good for Cladera as well. Santos, corner. Pass back here to Santos. Down to the left. And long range. Three ball missed again. Hands it off. Shot clock now 15 seconds left to go. And down the inside. Pass to the corner. 5 to shoot. Throwing it up. No good for Cladera. And one left. And that's it. First half. Scoreline 36-17. Near a 20-point lead is your Legiteam DOJS. We'll be right back for more action only here at the Volksliga Season 5. And let's get right back here into your game. Currently, the third quarter has now begun here between EP Warriors and your DOJ Legiteam. And let me tell you, folks, it has not been the close game that you'd normally expect between two undefeated squads. DOJ Legiteam has pulled away, and convincingly so. Currently 36-17, nearing a 20-point lead. Of course, my name is Sergio Hapos, and this match is powered by Kings of the Court, Sportsman.ph, and of course your Zams Philippines. There goes that long shot, no good. Rebound again. Let's take a look here at the statistics so far. Legiteam much more convincing in our statistics compared to EP Warriors. 14 for 32 for a 43% field goal percentage. Meanwhile, at the 2-point area, 10 for 19 with 4 threes already made from Legiteam compared to EP Warriors, 7 for 26 with 1 3 only being made thus far. 31 rebounds for Legiteam compared to 15 rebounds being grabbed by EP Warriors. And it has been a struggle, of course, on the offensive end, leading to less assists compared to Legiteam with 11 assists compared to EP Warriors. 7 steals for the Legiteam compared to 3 from your EP Warriors, with 2 blocks as well for Legiteam compared to none by the EP Warriors, leading to 7 turnovers being made, as most of those turnovers have been scored by your Legiteam. 7 points from turnovers. First points to the paint, 18. Legiteam has been dominating that area. They have a spread out, balanced offense compared to the teams that we see here. They have a threat from 3, they have a threat from the mid-range, and they definitely have a threat on the inside due to those amount of big men that they have with their bench points. Of course, 16 bench points. In the fast break, they have 8 fast break points, and most of all, the second chance points. That's where you can see your rebounding advantages come to play with of course 11 second chance points. Currently here, of course, for your Legiteam DOJ, it has been a story of balance for the squad. 7 points for Ron Santos leading the way, followed by Jose Ramos with 5. Then so many stars and so many players tied for 4 points and around 3 points, with Marcial having 4. Of course, we see Rojas, we see Dulay, and we see Romulo at 3. Of course, Mark Gamboa has also scored 4. And let's all remember, Mark Gamboa is one of those top players placing in mythical 5s, but now seeing a much decreased role off the bench here for Legiteam DOJ. Look at that pass to Sofronio Dulay, getting it from 3. Again, 39-20. Pradera going inside, throwing it up. No good. Pradera with the foul, will go to the line to shoot 2. Pradera again. Oh, that second will not go. Pass now. Shot from the corner. Will not go. Teruel here. Pass. Back here to Saucito, and there goes that turnover. Here comes Mark Gamboa rushing down. Gamboa and 1. Bonus free throw coming up here for Mark Gamboa. Jovic, Saucito called for that foul. Gamboa looking to finish that 3-point play. And no good for Gamboa. Gamboa does get that offensive rebound. And again, you can see how much they're converting on those second chance points. Gamboa once more. Pass and the right. No good from Tamano. Rebound secured again. This time from Rojas. Pass right side. 3 missed there from Legiteam. They get it back. Sofronia Dulay. Dulay comes closer. Elbow jumper. Dulay nothing but net. Pass out to Tamano. (45-21). Going inside, rushing to the paint. 2 shots coming up for Jovic Saucito. But again, it's just a struggle fest right now for EP Warriors after that first quarter, where currently I have no other way to put it, but they're just being buried. We do have a timeout. We'll be right back. And back to the game now here. Legiteam. Pass to Marshall. Marshall to the left. Santos. Back here to Marshall. And traveling violation, but Legiteam really just having a blast out there at the moment. And the pass here going inside. Jovic Saucito gets that end one. And more chances to cut it down further. Saucito, we might see a resurgence in his offense in this one. But with 4 minutes and 19 left on the clock, he has to do it with haste. Medyo kailangan may urgency na dito para kay Saucito. But now here is Legiteam. Once again, Santos. Crossover. Santos headed inside. The kick out to the right side. Jed Supan. Pasa dito kay Ramos. Ramos steps back. Long range 3. Ramos won't get it. He does recover. Ramos. Look at that pass by Ramos. Down low. Fouled by Ano Nuevo. And how relentless Legiteam remains to be either on offense or off the ball. Minutes and 44. Here is Di Maculangan now with it. Hands it off to Jovic Saucito. Saucito. And there goes that turnover. Here comes Marshall. Breakaway. Easy there from Marshall. Gets it right back, Legiteam. Short, fighting for that rebound. Here is Ramos, 47-24, gives it to the corner. Jed Supan misses from Supan. Ramos up against Arcajo. Arcajo will hand it off here. Di Makulangan gives it. Ano Nuevo looking to make his own attack on the inside. Gives it to Arcajo. Both teams going cold for a bit. Tipped, 4 seconds left on the clock. And we do have a timeout. So we'll be right back right after this. You're watching action only here on your Advocatus League Season 5. Let's get right back here into the game right now. 2 minutes and 30 left. As the attack going down low, fouled. 2 shots coming up next. And on the line, Jose Ramos here after that foul from Leo Teruel. Sabit sa taas, right at the peak. Again. Here is the EP Warriors, still stuck at 24 points. Foul there on Romano Santos that time. And the tip. Here is Legiteam. Santos inside. Uh-oh. That would go again to the other way. Down low. And down all the way. There goes Santos, increasing his tally now at 9 points in this one. Leading scorer here, followed by Sofronio Dula and Mark Gamboa, tied for 8 points. And really, it's just been a balanced output for this Legiteam DOJ squad. Again, all of their games have been a convincing rout, and it proves to be that. Now here is Ramos going. Nice pass. And good pass there to Marshall Ramos with a nice dime. Marshall now with 8 points. Cordera tipped. Turnover. Now the steal from Gamboa. Here's Ramos. Nice pass again by Ramos to Marshall. Way too strong. Offensive board blocked there. Good defense, to say the least, as it is now 30 seconds left here on the quarter. Arcajo Robbie with that ball. Arcajo heads inside off the backboard. Side. And tips. .7 seconds left here on the clock. And the shot There goes that basket coming from number 13, of course, Jovic Sosito. Sosito, clear number one scorer with most of his teammates still not here with him. 53 to 28. Now 15 points, or rather 16 points for Jovic Sosito as we end the third quarter. And we'll be right back at Vols League Season 5. Stay tuned for the fourth quarter in this match. Back to the game now here, 53 to 28 currently. Legiteam up by 25 points here. As there goes that rebound secured by Legiteam. Already a pass down low. Abram Manan with the alley-oop play. That's how we'll begin. Francis Rojas getting that score. Rojas not really having his best match so far. 3 points, 1 for 8, but that's now 5 points for him. And we could see a better quarter here, final quarter this time for Vols League Season 5, presented to you by Kings Report PH and powered by SportsPlus.ph and Zams Philippines. And the bounce pass down low, kick out, corner three, no good. Rebound there, secured by Tamano. And Cladera, jumper, missed there by Cladera. Top the key, left side. Down here to Cladera, down low, off, and the rebound. Here now goes Legiteam, DOJ. Nice bounce pass, just off. On the left side, we have a timeout for Legiteam DOJ. We'll be right back for more action only here, of course, on the Vols League Season 5. And now back to the game now here, 8 minutes and 24 left to go in this fourth quarter. And the long range shot from Mayor Terwell, short. It's not really the best days for your EP Warriors, especially from the scorers like Mayor Terwell. Of course, Emil Tamano struggling 0 for 7 still in this match. Cladera 3 for 9, 8 points though. And we could see Migon Level also struggling. Robbie Arcadio struggling. And while we're not seeing Jimbo Maniri and Rap Almeida, 2 threats that have made their season whole, it's going to be a huge setback as they'll take their first loss, and gives us a look of what happens when their 2 key players are not with them. Just full on collapse so far with Jovic Sosito. We could say the 3rd star on that squad, 16 points, but just not enough. As the rest of the squad really just struggling here. Tamano though gets the rebound. Top the key. And a long range shot, no good, from Jovic Sosito. And left side, Abram Manahan. No good for Abram. That will head the same way. Inside. Ooh, right there. Well, tough shot, but that will be a traveling violation. And there goes that three on the other side. Abram Manahan will get that one. Cladera. And look at that double team turned over. Legiteam, will they complete the defensive stop? And they will not, but 60 to 30 suggests otherwise, that this has been a rout. A quarter to remember, a half to remember for Legiteam DOJS. We'll be right back. We do have a timeout. Whistle and hits our wire. Uh-oh, camera's affected. Hold on. Substitutions taking place. Okay, continuing on. Camera's back online. 60-30. Pass now, Legiteam DOJ. Here is Romulo, pass to the left. Manahan down low. Almost. Two shots coming up. No good there for C on the free throw line. Of course, Mark Stephen C. 4 rebounds per game, 2 points per game, and 2 assists per game. But what is not being talked about is his defensive impact on the court. Currently, for him, he is one of those who affects the boards, affects the blocks when he is on the court. But look at that one. Mayor Teruel, finally something from Teruel, as it has been a struggle for EP Warriors as we continue on here. Martinez responds right back with a quick two. Cladera, pass again. Back here to Cladera. Cladera wide open, will fire off to the left. It's gonna be a 2-on-3 offensive break. And foul. Oh, 2 shots coming up next for Rafael Romulo. Another rare player with more rebounds per game than points. 8 rebounds per game for Rafael Romulo with 4.3 points per game and 3 assists per game. We could say a really all-around guard here for this squad, and one of those options off the bench na kailangan mo talaga tutukan once he is on the court. As we really noticed, no, that normally they start off with Romano Santos and they start off with Jose Ramos, but off the bench the moment Mark Gamboa comes in, the moment Rafael Romulo, and the moment Sofronio Dulay comes in. And di pa natin nakikita, Robbie Batumbakal not even playing a single minute in this match. You can see how deep the guard depth is gonna be for this Legiteam squad as they're out here in the season for vengeance. They want that championship crown back on their heads. Legiteam DOJ defending here. EP Warriors looking down. Tamano wants a 3. No good for Tamano. Save ball. 13 seconds left on the clock. Pass it to the left. Shot missed. Whistle. Now we'll go to the other side. Now, back here. Going inside. Marshall. Nice post move, but will not go for the little Marshall. Again. Cladera to the left. Pass on low. Cladera. Pull up. Missed. Fighting for that rebound. Marshall gets it. And coming up next after this match, we have a battle here between your IBP Bulacan Dateros facing off against Palmano Defenders. One of the top playmakers in Romel Nardo with a leading average of 7.7 assists per game. Battles off against one of the most defensive teams. Not the most defensive teams, but one of the most impenetrable teams, led by Reboroso, led by Alex Poe, and led by a scary roster of defensive specialists. So we'll return for more action. You want to see this IBP Bulacan Dateros versus Palmanila Defenders. Will Palmanila get a taste of their first loss, or could we see Dateros being dominated here by these defenders? They're called defenders for a reason. But less than 3 minutes here left to go. We're still on this game. Shot, no good. And inside, there goes Alan Cladera. Timeout here for your Legiteam DOJ. At babalik lang, Boss League Season 5. Back to the game now here, and currently inside the kick out, long range 3. Martinez wants to get a bomb, no good for Martinez, and fouled. A bit of banter between these two, Zaldivar and C. With Zaldivar pointing who was the one who got the foul, but now here it goes. Cladera bringing it down. Last 2 minutes left in this one. Down low. Teruel, no good. Mayor Teruel unable to get it. And EP Warriors, lots to talk about after this game. A struggling day, a struggle of a day here for these blue shirts. And I think really it has to do with the absences of Maniri and Almeida, but also just right now they know that this is the measuring stick, yung standard kung pwede natin sabihin when it comes to be a contender. And when you can see that you struggle without your 2-star players, you know that you need to do more as the supporting cast of those 2-star players. But 64 to 39, 1 minute and 7. Jalvic Sosito will come off, and it's gonna be resting. It's gonna be a rest now for these 3 main guys. Codera and Mayor Taruel comes out. With 1 minute to go, I think this has been a settled score. Jed Supan on the inside. Easy lay for Jed Supan. Again, Arcadio, Robbie. Down low. Blocked. Out there with the block from C. On the other side. Ooh. Getting a bit bold with their passes here. Long range 3. Supan again. Jed Supan gets another one. 63-39. Turns into 69-39. 30-point lead. Shot no good again from Tamano. Here is Jed Supan. Supan, long range from the 4-point line here on our court. No good. Just want a quick reminder for all of our players, 4-pointers do not count in our league. That will do it. At the end of the game, the final score of 69 to 39. Your winners here are your Legiteam DOJ. As we'll continue onwards here for your next match, as here come your highlights of the game. Legiteam DOJ showing off that skill. 69-39. Susunod na laban. Pauman na defenders facing off against, of course, your IBP Bulacan Veterans. We'll be right back.